All right, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon, which I know is weird that I would start my first stream in the afternoon, but today is certainly anything but a normal day. Welcome to the stream. Today is the 15th of November, 2020. I am DSP, and I welcome you to the stream. Apologies that the stream is late, but as we say, health comes first, family comes first, and had a medical emergency this morning that did not allow me to be here. But, way more important to take care of a medical emergency than anything else. I'll give you a very brief explanation because it's a very simple one. It's not anything super complicated or anything. My wife, Kat, has never had her wisdom teeth removed. And every once in a while, her wisdom teeth give her problems, like soreness or whatever. But luckily, they've never actually, come in and made her, have any issue. About 2 days ago, she started having really bad mouth pain and has been treating it with Oragel and other things. But over the past 2 days, her mouth swelled up on one side so bad, like a balloon, and excruciating pain to the point where she thought maybe she had bitten her cheek while she had the mouth pain and it caused an infection. Like, she didn't know what was going on. It was so bad. She couldn't eat. She could barely get anything in her mouth to eat, Now, this is in 2 days it had gotten this bad. So we said, we got to do something. And so this morning, we said, we got to go to the doctor. There's nothing you can do. If you can't, your mouth is swelled up. She couldn't even sleep last night. She got zero sleep last night, just in pain all night rolling around. So the problem here, all right, is very simple. We don't have any urgent care facilities anywhere near us. If this were like an urgent care facility across the street, this could have been a 5-minute solution. But instead, our health insurance says the closest urgent care facility you have is an hour away. I know because I had to go to it 2 months ago when I had my very bad ear infection. Okay? So we had to drive an hour to get there, waited about 10 minutes. She got let in. They looked at her mouth and they said, okay, you got bad tooth problem. Good news is we don't see any signs of infection whatsoever, so we don't have to give you like an antibiotic or anything. But you're absolutely right. It is severely inflamed. Doesn't look like the wisdom tooth's coming in. It just looks like maybe the wisdom tooth, had a little bit of irritation and you brushed it and made it really bad. So we're going to give you this medicated mouthwash that's going to allow this to get better over the next couple of days. And they told her to use the mouthwash for at least a week straight, this medicated mouthwash, to try to stop this inflammation and these issues. So that's really it. And then we had to drive home again another hour, and I was starving, so I had to eat something, and now here I am. So very simple, nothing super complex, and thank God, nothing super awful. Like, no, it wasn't. Some people were speculating it was COVID and shit. No, nothing like that. If you remember yesterday, we were supposed to make homemade Italian sauce, and we didn't do that. Why? Because she was in so much pain, there was no way she would have been able to eat the grinders that we make. We make sausage grinders with the sauce. She wouldn't even be able to eat the grinder because her mouth is so bad. So hoping this medicated mouthwash that we've now gotten her will help. And now, of course, people will say she never got her wisdom teeth out. Why not? Because she doesn't have insurance to cover it. To get your wisdom teeth out is incredibly expensive unless you have really good insurance. Neither of us have dental insurance. We'd have to pay for it. And by the way, dental insurance, when you pay for it, standard insurance doesn't cover it. Standard insurance only covers preventative care. It does not cover oral surgery and stuff like that. So, we got to see what happens here. This is the worst she's ever had in regards to mouth pain. So if this continuously happens over and over, yeah, obviously we're going to have to go to a dentist and have something happen. But this is the first time it's ever been that bad. Hopefully this is not a big deal. All right, but we'll have to see what happens. All right, so that's just what happened. All right, sucks, but that's life. And she's now recovering. Not right now. She tried to eat some toast, and she's used the mouthwash, the medicated mouthwash, for the first time, and now she's going to try to feel better today. Very simple, nothing complex, nothing crazy. All right, but definitely needed immediate medical attention. And sadly, we just don't have anyone close that'll take our insurance. We could have went to the emergency room and probably received a bill for $10,000. Like, no exaggeration. That's how American healthcare works. If you don't have insurance that covers where you're going for healthcare, you pay insanely exorbitant, inflated prices. So instead, we had to drive an hour one way and an hour the other way in order to get healthcare today. So, that's it. Now, a few things, guys. First of all, today, we're still covering the PlayStation 5. All right? It's only basically my second full day where I'm going to be covering the PS5 for you guys here on stream. The one game we have not touched yet is Spider-Man Miles Morales. So, that is definitely what I'm starting with, okay? We're going to do this, I don't know, roughly an hour. And then I'll ask you guys, gee, do you guys want me to continue? Or is that enough? Do you want to swap games? Keep in mind, you know, we've got a lot of stuff to do. Maybe you want me to go back to Bug Snacks. Or maybe you'd like me to play some Black Ops Cold War, an actual decent session, now at 60 frames per second. You guys will see all 60 frames. It'll look really good, I get the feeling, on the stream. To see how the haptic feedback and everything will tie into that. Or maybe you want something else. I don't know. It's really up to you guys, okay? No Demon Souls today. Yesterday I played nearly 3 hours of Demon Souls, and it was fun, don't get me wrong. We're definitely going to go back to that and have some fun with the playthrough, but not today. We're giving Demon Souls a rest, okay? The other thing is, yes, I did receive the audio splitter cable, which I'm going to attempt to split the 3D audio from my PlayStation 5, and I'm going to try to have it go 3D audio to my headphones, and then have an audio source go into the stream so that you guys can still have audio. But I'm not going to mess with that now. That was something that I was going to mess with today, but we've already lost a lot of time. So maybe tonight on the late stream we can dabble with that. I'd rather focus on games and gameplay today than worrying about dabbling with the audio and having issues and shit. You know, we already lost enough time. So we're not going to do that right now. We'll probably try that out on the late stream, okay, and see how it works. So I know there's some people, I know notably Super Blind Man really wants to know if this works, to know if he should buy the cable. I'll let you know, but not during this stream. Fair enough? Okay, so that's the deal. There's really not much else for me to say, besides we're going to get started here in just a second. A few quick things. Number one, last night we did hit the subscriber goal for the month, which means there will absolutely be a Christmas marathon coming up in December. I'm excited for that. We do it every year. Now, we have a Tier 2 subs goal, 875 subs, and if we hit that, which we're actually close to, if you can believe it, we're only about 40 away, there will be a special holiday-themed edition of DSP Tries It live on the stream during the holiday event. All right, what will it be? I'm not sure. I'm going to be looking around for the next, month and a half and see if I can find anything cool that would be a cool thing for DSP Tries It, all right, like holiday theme. So, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. Alright? Many benefits to subscribing to the channel, including getting over 40 emotes, being able to skip the ads when I run them during ad breaks, and getting a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter of the channel. Alright? Maybe you want to gift a sub to someone who you like in the stream chat. Or maybe just an anonymous person. Just gift it random, you can do a sub bomb and help out a bunch of people who are free viewers here, right? 'Tis the season, as they say. Okay? So, yeah, just consider that. Now, if you cheer, sub, or tip today, I will give you a shout out. All contributions are greatly appreciated. Tips help me more in the short term to afford things, but hey, if you want to cheer, you want to sub, I'm not going to lick the gift horse in the mouth. Everything helps, guys. I really do appreciate you guys helping me out the way you do, crowdfunding the streams. Really, the reason that I have a PlayStation 5 is because of you, quite frankly. So, thank you for that support. I very much appreciate it. All right? So, before we get to shout-outs, one final thing. Because our country in the United States here is doing so bad with COVID, looks like we're going back into lockdown. Our governor today announced that restrictions are now going to get stricter again, that restaurants no longer will be able to have dine-in anymore. Done. Completely done for good. No more dine-in restaurants ever. I say that as a joke, but I really don't feel it is because this guy doesn't know what he's doing. So, no more dine-in restaurants here. They're gone again. He thinks that stores are actually going to enforce a only 25% capacity. I don't think he realizes that most stores around here don't enforce capacity at all because they don't have the means to. He's a complete fucking idiot. But it is what it is. Our governor's stupid, and so he's enforcing these new things. Will this really affect me and anything to do with the streams? I don't think so. Except that when Kat and I have a day off, I guess we can't go out to eat anymore. We got to order in like we were doing for a few months there with DoorDash or whatever. But outside of that, we're basically just going back to where we were. We're literally just going back to where we were, which is stupid. But at the same time, I guess coronavirus is spreading at a rapid rate, and our dumbass governor thinks that it's because people are dining in, not because people are gathering in groups behind the scenes to defy him because they don't like him, and because he basically has not supported businesses in this state who have been negatively affected by his stupid edicts. He basically instead wanted to argue with Trump for a while, which made it so that we didn't get any of the support from the federal government that we needed, and because of that, many businesses have shut down. So, it is what it is, I guess. It sucks, and I hope that everyone out there is safe. Thank God that this thing today was not COVID, right? I mean, but Kat and I are doing everything we can to stay healthy. Washing our hands frequently, always wearing a mask, disinfectant. What do you call it? I can't even. What do you call it? Hand sanitizer? Always using that. We're doing the best. All right. So, it is what it is. It sucks, but this literally happened while we were at the doctor. Well, at the urgent care facility. That our governor comes out and issues a new edict. Oh, we're locking everything down again, folks. Because, definitely when you went to IHOP and you sat 2 tables away from that family that was protected by plastic and everything was sterilized, they don't even use menus. That's how the COVID's spreading. Not that people are gathering behind the scenes because they don't give a fuck about our governor because he's an asshole. That's not what's spreading it. It's definitely, sitting down at IHOP. That's what it was. Fucking idiot. Anyway. Let us now get the shout-outs, my friends. Okay. Golden Colts did a couple overnight cheers. And the first cheer, what the hell? The first cheer, he says, what food would you get for a friend who just had to go to court for disturbing the peace? Something that's very quiet to eat. Nothing crunchy. Give him a mushy burrito. He could suck out the innards silently and not make any noise so he doesn't get into trouble again. And then he cheered again. He says, asking hypothetically, of course. Of course. That Anonymous did a 100-bit cheer. He says, no matter what life throws your way, you'll overcome and prevail, sending good vibes in your way in the struggling times. Thank you. I'm sure my wife will appreciate that because she's the one who's in pain and feels terrible right now and is trying to feel better. Dr. Tony Hughes did a 200-bit cheer, which is the biggest cheer so far today, and he says, I'm sorry that I haven't been contributing much lately, but I want to say I hope Kat is doing better. I hope that whatever she has isn't too serious. Much love. Well, I mean, excruciating pain to the point where your face is actually physically swelled up and you can't eat is pretty serious, I would say. But the good news is it's not something that can't be fixed. Thank God it wasn't an infection. We were worried she had like a bad infection. Because if she had a bad infection in her mouth, now you're talking full course antibiotics. You're probably talking, no exaggeration, weeks of recovery. And we didn't want that, especially because, she's been on vacation from work. She has to return to work later on this week. So, God, please let this not have been that. And thank God it wasn't an infection. It's just severe irritation that this mouthwash hopefully is going to clear up. Okay? All right. Well, anyway, Dr. Tony Hughes, you never have to apologize for not contributing. That's ridiculous. I very much appreciate how much you have contributed in the past. You really helped out the channel the past couple of months. It's perfectly fine if you cannot contribute ever again. Seriously, your support is always appreciated. I'm not asking for anything more. That would be up to you and your own choice if you wanted to contribute again. I appreciate what you've done for me in the past. Thank you very much, Tony. All right? That's not your real name. The She-Wolf has cheers, is glad you're home and everything's okay, sending positive vibes. Thank you, She-Wolf. Henry cheered. He said, congratulations. It's a proud moment to become a father. I am not a father. So you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're an idiot. Congratulations. Unless I'm a father of a sore tooth. I'm fucking dummy. Oh, my God. Moonwalkman resubscribed for 29 months and says, hope your wife recovers soon. Family comes first. Take your time off if needed. You have my utmost support. Wish you guys well. Thank you very much, Moon Walkman. It's good to see you today. And then Henry says, can we do a tip skull to help with her wisdom teeth? No, but you can do a tip skull to grow a brain and shut the fuck up. Because if you annoy me one more time, I'm going to kick you right in your ass so hard, you're actually going to feel it in real life, even though it's over the internet. And let me tell you, that's going to be remarkable because my foot is actually going to open a portal in space-time and just kick you right in the ass. Pretty amazing. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it. Oh, hold on. Play Cool is here, and, he's hit me $1 and basically just said that he's, there's an email, that I should check out. I don't think I got it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, Play Cool, if you want to send me an email, send it to darksidephil@hotmail.com. Because that other email address, it does work, but I didn't get your email, so obviously something went wrong. Maybe it got trapped in like a, in processing or something. I don't know. Yeah, email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Basically, what's happening is, so just so you guys know, I should talk about this before we get started today. So I made a major change to, my streams here. Being that we're now in the next gen, and that I am playing these games on the PlayStation 5, every single game that I have played so far runs at least as a hybrid between 30 and 60 frames per second, or a smooth 60 frames per second. Alright? I think the only game actually, now I didn't play Spider-Man yet, but the only game actually that I played and had a little bit of issue was Bug Snacks. It definitely was choppy in parts, but for the most part, most of these games are running at a smooth 60 frames. Alright? That's really going to be, I feel, the advantage of next-gen gaming, is that everything will run smoothly with a good frame rate, which was the major problem with last gen, where everything promised great graphics and everything ran at 30 or lower frames and looked like shit. Okay? So because everything's running at 60 frames, I want to give you guys the best viewing experience. I want to give you a 60 frame per second viewing experience. Not to say that all of you can watch that. I know many of you probably don't have great internet, and maybe you wouldn't be able to take advantage of that viewing experience. I understand that, but many of you now do, and you want to see the 60 frames per second. Alright? But that being said, okay, my streams were not broadcasting at 60 frames. They were 1080p, 30 frames per second. Because I can actually do 1080p 60 frames if I want, but I need to broadcast roughly around 9,000 kilobits per second, if not even higher than that, in order to get that to be smooth for you. But Twitch doesn't allow that. Okay? Twitch doesn't allow that at all. So because of that, I'm not able to do it. So yesterday, I was playing, and people were like, the 1080p looks fine at 30 frames, but it kind of sucks that we're not getting an advantage of all the frame rate that this console has. So I was messing with it all day yesterday. I messed with many different settings, okay? And basically what I've come to here, if I do 900p resolution, 60 frames per second, and if I tweak the bitrate a bit, which I've done now, I've actually messed with the bitrate a little bit over the course of yesterday to try to get it a good solid bitrate where it would be good quality. It looks like the streams look great, okay? And quite frankly, the videos look great. Like, I watched the on-demand videos that I recorded for YouTube, and I watched them back, and they looked really good. So I was like, okay, everything looks good, right? But sadly, YouTube is being stupid, and YouTube says, oh, we don't support 900p, so it downgrades the videos to 720p. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I want you to know I watched back some of the Demon Souls from yesterday on YouTube. The videos look really good. Like, compared to anything I used to do in 720p, these videos are way better. When I used to do stuff in 720p, it would look like fuzzy and everything. Now it looks really clear, really crisp, really good. Okay? But obviously it sucks that YouTube just wants to download it. Okay? There's nothing I can do about it. Alright? So that's the situation I'm in. Now, I guess Play Cool is saying maybe he has some advice on how I can maybe fix that. I don't see how, because YouTube does not do anything between. It goes 720, 1080. It doesn't do any resolutions between. Stupid. But that's YouTube. So it sucks, but that's life, I guess. I just got to deal with it. I think the videos look good. I haven't gotten any negative feedback yet. People telling me, oh, man, I'm not going to watch your PlayStation 5 stuff because it shows a 720p on YouTube. I mean, forget the fact that it's full 60 frames and looks buttery smooth. Oh, fuck that. It's not 1080p. I'm not watching it. Now, no one said that. Okay? So, I don't know how to fix that, I think today we're gonna run with that. I'm basically gonna keep doing 900p, 60 frames here on the stream. By all means, you guys tell me how you think it looks. You know, yesterday I got lots of positive feedback. People were like, "Wow, like your streams are looking way better now because of the 60 frames. Like it looks so awesome. It feels like a next gen stream now because you got so many frames." You see? So I guess we'll see. No, we stream no games. I cannot record at 1080p and stream 900. I can't do 2 resolutions. My processor can't handle it. The processor maxes out and then everything craps out. I can't do it. I have to record and stream at the same resolution. There's nothing I can do about that. I've tried. Doesn't work. So. Alright. So anyway, we'll see what happens today. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the stream. FL Gibson cheered and said, "I'm really glad the situation isn't too serious, and I hope Cat gets well soon. Hopefully this will shut the detractors up." I don't even know. All I know is a bunch of idiots were tweeting me that we were having a baby today. It's like, you guys are the dumbest motherfuckers. Like, whoever said that, and you all believed it, you've got to be the dumbest idiots ever. Really. Like, you're so stupid. Toothache is a fucking baby. You are the most moronic dunces possible on this planet. Just insanely stupid people. I mean, I can't emphasize enough how dumb you are. Like, a bag of rocks and you, the bag of rocks would be able to hold a better conversation. You are probably, if I were to think of 3 words to describe people who thought that this was a baby, it would probably be gullible, pathetic, and disgraceful. There you go. Okay. Slimy Weasel Scum tipped me $20 and said, "Hope you and Cat are doing all right." Thank you to Slimy Weasel Scum for a $20 tip. Surprisingly enough, it's real. Like, some people are probably saying, "Oh, what's with that name?" Now, I checked. It's actually a real tip. So, thank you to Slimy Weasel Scum for the $20 tip. I appreciate that. Biggest tip of the day. Tips us with the $21 in tips here on the stream. By the way, guys, always remember, you know, we always have our tips goals. $50 gunner glasses, $100 a vest. Last vest we wore was the platinum, so today we would not be doing the platinum vest. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Are you guys ready? I hope you guys are ready now for some gameplay. Enough of me gabbing. Alright? Fair enough? Alright, good.